You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
What's up, hoodies? How y'all doing? Happy Friday. Come on in. Please make sure you like the video on the way in. Share the video on the way in. Please and thank you very much. Tonight, you guys, not only are we going to be celebrating the life of the beautiful Monet Tejada. But we are also going to be reviewing the final episode, not only of season 4 of Power Goes 2, but of the entire series. And my heart is just so torn. Oh, what up, Tay-Bay? What up, T. Danielle? How y'all doing? Child, I got the link posted and pinned up. The link is up and stuck if anybody wants to join me for this live review on the panel. Oh my God, you guys, I really was looking so forward to this episode, to this season finale, the finale of the whole season. And I'm also, the whole show, and I'm also looking forward to the new spinoff. You know, the new spinoff is going to be called The Origins. And it's going to be based on Tommy and Ghost, them meeting when they were little kids, growing up together, growing up into the streets, and then, you know, how they got as powerful as they got, you know, probably, I'm assuming that the new show is going to go all the way through to where Ghost passed away. And maybe a little bit after that, but at least up until Ghost passed away. So I don't know how many seasons that new spinoff is going to be, but probably at least 4 or 5. But I am also looking forward to that as well. I stayed up last night till midnight to make sure that I saw Power as soon as it came on. And then I took a few notes last night. But y'all, we just gonna freestyle this shit. It's the final episode. We don't really need no notes. I don't even, you know, we just gonna chit chat and chop it up, you know, about our favorite scenes of the show, so surprises of the show, what we had expected from the show. Did we get what we expected from the show? So that's basically what we're going to do tonight. We're going to discuss that, and shout out to the members in the chat. Tay-Bay, thank you so much for being a continued member with the Hood Table. I do appreciate you, love. And Tay-Bay said, I was watching at 4 a.m. this morning before going to work. Child, after I watched the new episode of Reasonable Doubt, which was also really good. After I watched that show, the new show that came on yesterday, then I stayed up to midnight and watched Power. But what up, Noble? How you doing? And hey, Miss Sislo. Hey, sister from another mister.
Hi, y'all.
How you doing?
How you doing? Girl. Get Power in with Power away.
Oh, my gosh. You know, I really enjoyed the episode, but I don't know why. I thought maybe it could have been a little better, but I'm not unsatisfied. You know what I mean? It wasn't a letdown. It wasn't a letdown. I was just a little surprised that it didn't go out with a bigger bang. But You know,
I don't
you
think
know.
I don't think it's the end.
And you sound kind of foggy. Sound kind of like you're in a tunnel.
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah.
I'm on. I got. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me do something.
Uh oh. Let me mute you. You making a lot of noise. I'm a mute Sislo for a second till she gets it together because I think she's moving around or something. But
Is
yes,
that better?
yes. Oh yeah. Talk again. Talk again.
Yeah. I have.
Oh my God, that's so much better.
I'm gonna go out and come right back.
Oh, but you sound so good. But if you want, go back out. Yeah. Okay. I thought she sound good. But anyway, okay. Let me read some of your comments while Sislo is coming back up. Taybay said, I knew it was leading to Diana being a little Monet. Yes, you can see it in her eyes, Taybay. You can see it in her eyes. I was like, you know what? When we was talking about it last episode, I had mentioned, or maybe the episode before that, but I had mentioned that I wonder if uh Diana, because I mean Diana just seemed to have like, I mean, she was always down with the family to a certain point, but she just wasn't just going around letting off bullets. You know, she was hustling for the family. She had Ooh, hold on. Let me get a drink.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, you coming through good.
Okay. Good.
Child, I'm about to choke to death over there. I'm about to be up on the screen with Monet. Shit.
Don't do
Let me
that.
get her off the screen. Let me get her off the screen. But yeah, I had wondered if Diana was gonna become a Lil Miss Monet because like over the past season, she has stepped up a lot, you know, for the family. So did you expect
Mm,
that part, Sislo? Because at the end it looked
absolutely.
like she was determined.
Absolutely. And it's like my thing is as you said, like over the past season, she's evolved because of all of the pent up anger. You know, she was really looking forward to, trying to get out of the game, and living a regular life, going to college and this, that, and the other. And then she went through losing her father, finding out about her brother, and then getting pregnant, and then losing the baby, and then planning to kill her mama, then going back on it, and losing the guy she was crazy about, and then all this and that. So she had a lot to kind of drive her mentally and make her click and become this psychopath. You know what I'm saying? And she took on the mind a dangerous mind, so to speak, because of a lot of the things that she's been through. But yeah, I think that look that we got, at the closing scene or whatever with her, I think that look was her absorbing the spirit of her mother, and
Yes, that look on her face
inheriting.
at the end told it all, sis.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's like, and I only think that it's the end of um the power as we know it, um with the way it is, but I do believe that once they leave stars and go to the 50 Cent network or whatever it is, that it's going to
Mhm.
come back as something a little bit different. And I believe they're going to back that train up. And
Absolutely. Yep.
uh-huh.
Yep.
And
I
they're
believe
going
that
to,
part too. Mhm.
yeah. So I don't think it's the end. I
I don't
believe it's the
either. How could it be the end, sis? Like, uh, you know what? First of all, let me tell you something. I think they're right in the chat. Once she suffered some losses in the past. Excuse me, her brother, her father, her ex. But it was the baby. I think it was the baby that switch that switch that went off.
mm-hmm.
That little Monet
Yep.
switch. The little Tejada, little Lorenzo. That
Yep.
switch kind of like went off. Like that part,
Mm-hmm.
that scene, that whole scene, when she jumped out the car, when okay, first of all, Tariq had no idea that they were going to be following him, right? The plan
Mm-hmm.
was to just find out where she stays and then probably try to hit them later. And so that's what the plan with Tariq. And when he got there and finally let her out the door, I did not expect that. I mean, Diana jumped out of Kane's car. She started firing shots. Um, Killed Noma's daughter on her steps. And you could see, like,
Mm-hmm.
in Diana's eyes, they was like, why you do that? Kane didn't even know that she was going to do that. And she was like, fuck this
Exactly.
shit. She going to feel the pain that I feel and that my brothers feel. It was like the baby set it off, but then the mama, oh, that was the icing on the cake. Hmm. She ain't going back.
Yeah,
Ain't
it
going
was it
back.
was it was a pre-kill. Hmm.
Yeah, it ain't no going back. And Young
And when
Champ,
they
if you want to jump up here, Young Champ, or anybody else, feel free to hit the link. It's pinned at the top. He said Mama Bear activated. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what was the comment right before that? That's what I was trying to catch.
Oh, right here.
They're
That one.
ending that contract. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're ending the contract with Stars, which is why they're ending so many of the Power series. But they're going to, I believe that they're going to back it up a little bit, and that they're going to merge some of those. Like, I believe that Tommy is going to end up
Oh
back.
yeah.
I think
Okay.
that's who he was talking to on the phone. I think that Tommy's going to end up back in New York, um, or
Well, we know
or
50 and Tommy gonna be not 50 and Tommy, but Tommy and Ghost are gonna, the spinoff. They're gonna be growing up. They starting from the bottom. We're getting a prequel.
yeah,
Yeah.
hmm and then
So
which is where the Canaan one and that is going to merge. That's where that because at some point Canaan's mom's going to die, and then I think that's where that's going to merge. And I wouldn't doubt that if the Kanan and BMF characters end up, because those were right around the same time. Those time frames were right around the same. It
mhm,
was like, from the 80s going into the 90s, which is when Meech started doing his thing. So I just think
mhm.
that leaving Stars and going over to the 50 Cent network or whatever, I forgot, the G Unit network or whatever it
And I'm glad he
is
does have
going
his own network because that man is brilliant.
to, he is. I
He
love some
deserves
50
it.
Cent. He's the world's biggest troll, but I love 50. I love that dude.
I
But
mean,
anyway,
50 Cent getting his own network before Tyler.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
Tyler he had a partnership with Oprah, so it's
well,
kind of like
yeah.
his
I
own
mean,
thing.
it was Oprah's though.
He
That was
has his
Oprah
own
shit.
studio. Wait a minute. I see a network. I didn't mean to say network. I meant studios.
Oh yeah. And
I
what
didn't
up,
mean to
Young
say
Champ?
network.
What's
Yeah.
up? How you feel?
I am feeling wonderful. I'm so sad to see this show go though, but it's all good. It's all good.
It's not going. It's on hiatus, I believe.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, but I feel like they gave us so much last week that this finale was kind of disappointing.
Did you hear me say that, Sislo? Did I not say that? I said I thought it was
Yeah,
going to be a
yeah.
lot more
I'm not
to the
explosive or
ending.
They
Yeah.
banged us too hard last week. You can't hit us that hard and then come back like, man, you supposed to somebody like for one, I feel like Monet maybe should have died on this one. They should have let Noma die last week because Noma, everybody wanted her to die so bad that we couldn't even enjoy her. And then they didn't even give her like no big, like it was like sudden kill real quick. He kill her, run off blood. Like yo, just killed the big boss. It's supposed to be a big thing, like how they did Monet. You feel me? But nobody don't feel like Noma deserved that. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
like
They
where
didn't
they
feel
took
like
the
Carter
story.
deserved it either. Talking about
Yeah.
jail for top is better than him being murdered.
Exactly. I'd rather the other way around. If they'd have killed Carter and sent Noma to jail, then I probably would have been more satisfied with that.
Right.
Well, what do y'all
But it
think
was
about this? Oh, go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say to Tebe, I'm gonna look for the link, Tebe. It's a spinoff called Origins, and I'm gonna look for the link right now on YouTube for the trailer. It's about a minute long. I'm gonna drop it in the chat so then maybe y'all can watch it real quick and come back and give us your thoughts on that trailer. But yeah, I think it's supposed to start next year, and it's basically gonna be Power, the prequel. It's gonna be Tommy,
right.
and it's gonna be Ghost as they growing up, getting to know and the guy. Oh my God, the guy who is playing Tommy. What's his name? That boy from what's his name? Young. He played the boy from that TV show with like 10 series. They dad is like a drunk, and they all lived in this house, all the kids, and the little baby was by a black man. The mama was white. She was strung out on drugs. Y'all know what show I'm talking about. It's like literally
Shameless.
yes, the boy.
I
The
know
one that went to the
it's crazy
military.
because I never watched that. I never watched that, but everybody told me I need to watch that, so I figured
Oh
that
my
had to be
God,
what you thought.
you gotta watch
Yeah, I've
Shameless.
never seen it. I've never seen it.
Oh man, y'all,
Let me look that up now.
y'all.
What does it come
Shameless
on?
is so it don't even come on anymore. I don't think
What
unless
did
they
it
gonna
come
start
on?
a new. Hold on, is it on Hulu or is it on
I think
Netflix?
it's
Hold on,
on HBO.
it's on. Is it HBO?
Yeah, I think it's on HBO.
But it
Yeah, I didn't see no trailer.
let me
Tay-Bay. I'm about to check that out too. That's new to me. I
okay, so
want to
they
check
got
that out.
11. They got 11 seasons, and the last one was 2020 to 2021. So I don't know if they're going to have a season 12, but 11 seasons, and I guarantee you will not be disappointed. That shit is hilarious. But it's one of those TV shows where this family goes through a lot. I mean, we talking about dirt, pole. No offense to my white folks, but pole white trash. And they
Yeah,
growing up
that's
in
what
the
they told
hood
me.
struggling to survive. They growing up in the hood, and it's crazy. I love that show. I love
So
it.
they
But
be
anyway,
doing anything to get some money.
the
Oh,
boy,
that's that
like one of
man
the
that got.
brothers, yeah, one of the
That's
brothers in
that
that show is
man.
playing. He's playing Tommy, one of the boys in that show, and it's gonna be good because if y'all know his character, then y'all would think that he's perfect to play Tommy.
I think that show gonna be the bridge between book 3 and book 2. Well, book 3 and book 1 and 2. It's gonna bridge them because it's gonna be like all of how Kanan. I guess it's gonna be after Kanan that we watching now because it's gonna be when you meet Tommy and Ghost and all that. So it's gonna be like the middle part of we seen the ending, and then we seen the beginning. Now we gonna get the middle of it, kinda.
Yep, I'm just looking up this trailer. Okay, I got it right here.
Yeah.
Origins, Power.
You don't know how to share your screen?
Oh, I don't play content like that on my show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, once
Yeah,
you
I
get
think
monetized, yeah, it's
right
don't
now
take
we
those
letting you
chances.
get down with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I don't take those chances.
I can dig
News
it.
stories and stuff like that, but I don't play other content off of YouTube or different YouTubers content. Because some people will strike your channel like sis low. Matter of fact, somebody in the B sector just got demonetized for playing other people's content. Sure did.
Stop!
That was
Really?
Shakim Raw. Yep.
Shakim.
Yep. This the second time he done got demonetized. Yep.
Yeah, you
So
definitely
it
gotta make
happened.
sure whatever you're using is fair use because some people stuff they tight with their licenses like ABC and like the main channels, CNNs and them people But for the
Nah, but
most
he got
part,
struck. He lost his from another YouTuber in the B sector. It don't always work like that. I can like strike somebody's
oh
channel right now just because I don't like them. You know what I'm saying?
damn,
Like it happens on YouTube
damn,
all the time. Yep, that's
damn,
why
people
people
play
gotta have
with
backup
that.
channels as well.
That makes sense though.
What's the name of the show? Says Origins. What?
Okay, I'm
It's
dropping it in the
power.
link. Right, I'm dropping it right now. If y'all want to
I
watch
just
this link, it's
want
only a minute long. Y'all can hit that link, go over and watch that trailer, and come back and let me know your thoughts on what you think about the next show or the next spinoff is going to be. But it's basically called Power Origins. Power Origins or
to
Origins.
Power Origins.
Yeah, Origins, like the beginning, the originals.
Right.
Yeah, Power
Oh, this
Origins.
not real. This not a real trailer.
Huh?
It's not a
Did I
real
drop the wrong
trailer.
link?
I mean, I don't know. Whatever link you sent me, this say Power Origins trailer, but it say fan made. It's a bunch of
Oh,
old footage.
hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, they would have played this on Stars right after Power went off. That's what they usually do with the trailer. Like when it go
The link
off,
I
they
just
play it.
the link I just dropped, that looks like the trailer. I'm watching it now.
I'm watching it too, and it say you don't see what it say. Power Origin trailer, fan made, fan made. This all footage we saw before. If you look at it, look at all the footage we seen. All this. Look, Holly. When they Ghost and Tommy was shooting at each other, fan made this. Look, we remember that scene with Kanan and Tommy and Ghost.
But so the younger people though that's playing Tommy and Ghost is those.
No,
Oh
I
my
don't see that.
god. Oh
You
wow.
might give me the wrong one. Then I don't see that. I just see
Yeah.
Power.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Power original. Yeah, because I'm on another YouTube link and it's the same video.
The one I just clicked that you had put in the chat say fan made. Yeah. Let me see. I'll make
I
sure
know
I
it
ain't
says
tripping.
fan made, but it's still the hmm.
Yeah, this all footage of stuff we saw though.
Okay,
I don't see the young stuff.
hold on.
Oh, I
Power.
see the two. That's the
No,
two kids from
there's another one.
that's the
There's
two kids from
another
Canaan.
Oh shoot. Okay. I
That's
see
the
what you're
white boy.
saying.
Yeah, that's the white boy and the little nigga that's they
Yeah, I
everybody
thought
was
they was
saying that
about to
they
be
think that's
playing in
Ghost
the
and
new one.
Tommy.
Oh my god, I thought they was gonna be playing in the new one.
I mean, that would make sense because everybody was thinking that that's was Ghost and Tommy, but we never really got a full confirmation on that.
Oh Lord, hold
But
on.
a couple
Yeah,
times we
there's
saw them
another
on
one.
Kanan, and we thought they the ones who was working for Kanan. Remember when he first started getting some hitters and it was on the bikes and shit? I think it was them. And that's why everybody was like, that looked like Tommy and that's probably Ghost, but nobody never been sure. They never mentioned them by name.
Okay, but there's another
Oh, okay, I
clip.
got you. I got you.
There's
I got
another clip from the G Unit thing,
They,
and
they been
it's
talking
on
about me
somebody.
before. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Dang.
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, you said there's another clip by G Unit.
Yes, and it's showing the young Ghost and Tommy coming out of a school, and they meet up with Angie. But that's the same clip that they showed back after the first Power ended. And then that's when they split up and started making the other powers. That
But
was
do you
one of
think
the
that'll be in the show though? Like that those same people, do you think they'll be like in the show though? Or no, they couldn't be because they would be too old to be the same actors, right?
Yeah,
I you know,
they use kids. Maybe they could possibly use the guy to play Kanan get as he getting older. That would
Uh-huh.
make sense. I don't see why they wouldn't because they not about to recast them if it's going to be within the same time frame, couple years down the line or
Right.
whatever the case may be. But
That's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking because that boy who played Tommy, he still looks like he did then because he was really, really young. When he first even came
yeah,
out on Shameless, he was like 8 years old or something like that, or 9 years old. He was really, really young. So I don't
yeah.
know.
They could do it. I think that's why I
Yeah,
say it'll be the bridge. That's what I was thinking. That would be the bridge between Kane and Tom before he knew them. And if they go, if we all correct and we feel like that white kid and that black guy is Ghost and Tommy, then because like I say, that's not confirmed yet, but that just makes sense to everybody else. So everybody's like, if that's them, then you bring them back. The next one can be how we got to y'all relationship. Now we get to see how y'all grew, how Breeze, y'all could bring Breeze and all that, and we
yes.
can get to see that part. It would make sense to do it that way. So it would be
Because they
like
all
raising
look so
Canaan.
very young still. I mean, even Breeze. I mean, but you know, in these shows, most of the young people be fully grown anyway. They be like in their 20s playing like a 13-year-old.
We
A
don't
lot of
know who
these
Breeze is yet. We still trying to figure out is Breeze gonna be unique? Because you know Unique supposed to came back. And I
uh-huh.
think everybody been saying that they think that Unique is Breeze. They think that he gonna either have some type of brain trauma and not going to have his memory or something, and he going to change his name. I don't know, but it kind of makes sense, and then it kind of don't.
Yeah. See, they said Diana is 27 in real life, and in here she's playing like she's still like what 20
Funny,
maybe in here.
yeah. But you know that
Yeah,
don't count though. It don't crack. You know that don't count. It's
yeah.
rare
I'm just
when
saying. I'm
when
just saying. A
when
lot
the
of times
other
these
thing.
movies, a lot of the younger people, and like in real life, they're old. Like, but they
Yeah,
play kids.
Effie like that. Effie probably almost 32.
And you know why they do that, right? Because of the love scenes.
Right.
That's why they have older people over the age of 18 or 21 playing children because of the love scenes. Because I mean, you know, you know,
Mm.
you know, kids shouldn't be doing certain things anyway. But at least they can be like, well, they grown playing this scene, so it ain't like we got some little kids in here, you know, touching and feeling and all
Right.
that stuff. But yeah, oh, Braden almost 30. Yeah, Braden, he does kind of look like he's almost 30 though. Yeah.
White
Yeah.
people, that's what I was saying. What I was saying, like when you got one like the kid you was talking about that still look young, that's a rare breed because I went to school with some, and I'm trying to tell you, they look very, very older than they are now, and it ain't. I don't know. Black just don't crack.
That's true. That's true.
Diana, girl, she look like she's still a teenager or something.
Yeah, you can tell though, if you look at her real good under her eyes, you can tell that she's an age from this movie though. But she still look very, very good. Very pretty girl. But Mrs. B, hey boo. Mrs. B said, I see a hood table, Carl from Shameless. Yep, that's his name. It's supposed to play Tommy, and that's him. Yep. And Noble said these are the known spinoffs. Origins or am I saying it right? Origins or whatever. Influence, Rise, and Legacy. Those are the four spinoffs.
They
Hmm.
stopped. They stopped doing influence. They canceled that one. That one would have been good though. That would have been starring Lorenz Tate.
Oh, look at Noble. He said his other YouTube channel is in jail for harassment. How long you down, Noble? 7
Oh
days,
man,
30, or 90?
leave my dog, man.
Man, let me tell you, I done been down on you. I done been in the same way you can get in Facebook jail. I done been in YouTube jail several times over the years. One time I had to wait 90 days on my very first YouTube
Whoa.
channel. That just made me so I was like, oh, 90 days. That's a long time. But that's why a lot of people on YouTube, like real content creators, we create multiple channels, right? Sislo, we create like I got like shit,
Yeah.
15, I got like 15 YouTube channels. And
I
we
ain't
have
got that many,
backups.
but I got a few.
At least have two
Mm.
or three and get them all
Yeah.
monetized. That's the key to being a content creator on YouTube. Once you get that first one monetized, then start working on that second one and having all your
Yeah.
subscribers and supporters start hitting that second one. Then you get that one monetized and get the third one. I'm working on that third one get monetized right now. But then I got some throwaway channels out there just in case.
She take
But
throwaway troll.
Right now, I've been going all right. I done pulled in about 30, 40 followers in the last couple days because I've been kind of staying consistent. I'm trying to get this first 500, and you've been helping me out a lot, sis. I swear you've been giving me the game, and everything you've been telling me, I've been implementing it for real, and it's been helping for real.
you welcome, Sislo. My sis up there. We've been knowing each other for a long time. We got into the B sector, or we met around that time when the B sector first was created. When Kaya and Maddie fell out, so we've been cool ever since then. And she'll tell you, once I know somebody is serious about YouTube, I am constantly like, do you need my help? I can give you some advice. Let me know when you're going live so I can share you out. Do you want to do panels? Do you want to, sis? I'm like, people be getting tired of me like, damn, bitch. I'm like, hey, okay. I'll leave you alone. But do always know that I'm here to.
I need somebody to push me a little bit. Like, get up, your ass up and get to it. That's all I look at. Anytime I see something like that, or when I see you live, that means, boy, get your ass up and get to it.
Yeah. There are some YouTubers in the B sector, and they credit me as one of the people who like pushed them, and they are doing great. I mean, like great, like especially when I see the potential in somebody, and I'm like, dang, they would make a great YouTuber. Like if they just get out there and start putting those videos out, and a lot of people be like sleeping on it, and then I just be like, you know what? Just go out there, just start making videos. You're gonna be nervous the first time, but you just gotta stay on it and just keep kicking them videos out. Because one thing about YouTube, it's all about the algorithm. And if you're not constantly doing content, YouTube will kick you out the algorithm.
Absolutely, that's why like I had my channel for a long time, but I never really took it dead serious. I've been streaming on other platforms. Like I'm used to being in front of the camera now. My weakness is editing. I really hate editing. I know how to do it, but it's so time consuming. That's why I rather just do live streams. But I'm trying to get myself focused on editing. I'm trying to find a software that works for me that I don't have to really break my neck to use, and then I'll probably put out more videos. But until then,
I need a new computer that is mine. It's hard to even get online with it anymore.
Hey, Cruiser. She said, so the children, she said the children still in the game. Yes, the children. Well, actually, just Diana, I believe. Now, Kane, I'm not so sure. That's what I was going to ask you guys about. Kane, what do y'all think his plans are? And what do y'all think about Effie? Like, you know, her dreams was to do robotics out in Cali. She stashed up enough money to relocate, to turn around and give her money to Kane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
She back in the game.
Tariq
just gave her some. Tariq
I'm sorry. Let me get Sislo go first, and then I'm gonna just let ladies go first. Then I'm gonna have bro chime in.
I'm sorry. I was saying that she's still in the game because at the end when Tariq was given different assignments, he told her to run something in the school on the campuses and something else, and he told Braylon they couldn't be partners no more because he'd be messing up too bad and this and that. So she's still in the game. As far as Kanan, I think he gonna lay low or whatever, but he ain't gonna stop. He ain't gonna stop doing what he do. But Diana, that's a quiet storm right there.
Hell yeah. And Young, you were saying that what did you say? You said that something about you can't believe that Kane needed money. I can't believe that Kane needed money.
I think that I don't think all right, this might never come up because Tariq said that he never gonna talk to Noma's brother again. But if Diana find out that Tariq working for Noma's brother, that's not gonna pan out well. But I don't know. I think she might end up working for Tariq, but you know how she be putting shit together. She might figure it out. Like, man, where you getting all this work from? And then he getting it from Noma brother. She not gonna be with that.
Exactly. And see, this is why I'm kind of disappointed in the finale. Because yeah, the scene where Noma's daughter got killed, that was pretty nice. You know, Diana came up there doing her little gangster shit. But as far as like Kane needing money to get out of town to relocate, like y'all paying all these bills in these houses and these penthouses and driving these fancy cars, and you didn't have a lick of money to go out of town and relocate. That was weird. And
Exactly.
then also, um, as far as the way it ended, like obviously Diana is gonna be little Monet. Tariq is still gonna be, he's gonna really step his shit up. He's gonna be the new ghost. Uh Tommy, I mean his friend Braden, he's still gonna be working with him, but not partner. He's gonna be basically working for him. Effie, she's gonna be working for Tariq as well. And I just the way they ended it is like it's not finished. Like with Ghost. Ghost, he died. Like it was like a wrap, right? Now, of course, they did the spinoff with Tariq, and they want to, be little gangsters and sell drugs and shit. But these are like some really big key players in this show, and the way they ended it, I don't know. And then this is the last season. Like I can literally see them doing a whole nother season. The way it ended, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
That's just
they were saying that they didn't know that it wasn't gonna. They didn't know it was gonna be the end. So I kept on trying to remind people of that. That it's not really like a finale. Like they was kept saying that they got a word that they wasn't gonna do a new season after they had already filmed. So it kind of they probably like had to hurry up and try to wrap some shit up, but they didn't. They couldn't really rewrite the whole thing to end it. Plus, like you said, they want to do their spinoff, so they kind of just kept it going. And
yeah.
that you know it's a thing.
Well, I can see that too, Tebe. Tebe said I think it would be him and Diana. Now, I think Young is right as far as Diana because okay, first of all, your mama was killed by that family. So then Tariq, your baby daddy, somebody you've been rocking and rolling with and partnering with for years, he now is working with them. So like I can see Diana being pissed off about that, but I can also see the way that Diana became who she is now. I can see her being like a Tasha and Tariq being like a Ghost. If they were to be together though. But I don't think they will. Can y'all see them being together? Like it don't seem like there's anything there anymore, like it
I
was in the
don't think
past.
either one of them. I don't think they would even trust each other that far. I just don't, and I don't think it's that Kane doesn't have any money. I just think he don't have access to it right now because the heat is on him so strong. So he got to go way underground, you know, and hide because the police are looking for him. So
And see the
No
yeah,
thing
bank.
is though, oh, I'm
Man
sorry,
ain't
go
had
ahead.
no bank, no debit card. That man had cash somewhere. So if he did have money, he should have been able to get it. Remember, Tariq and them, they had getaway bags. They had drop spots. Like he ain't no way how you been getting all this money living in this penthouse, bro, and you ain't got no cash laying around. You just gave the girl Anya a big old stack of cash that day when remember when
Right,
she like how you don't got no money, bro? That's only a couple days later. You know they don't be
right.
skipping no time.
And his mom,
This guy,
I
man,
mean, how they afford their way of living if he was broke, it don't make no sense. And then on top of that, at the end, McLean worked it out to where if the Tejadas, if they testify or at least, uh Drew and Diana, if they testify, basically no charges will be on. They basically get to walk away if they testify against Carter, all that. But it just don't sit right with me the way it ended. And hold on, I'm bringing Miss Cruiser up here. Hold on. Hey, boo.
Hey y'all. So I'm okay with the way it ended. Um, as far as the money goes, y'all gotta remember that how you pronounce the last name Takadas, they were flat broke. They had to rob somebody for product because they couldn't afford to buy the product, and they didn't even have somebody to get the product from if they could afford to buy the product. So they had to rob them people for the product, and then they started working for Carter. So they had no money, and all the money that Kane had was wrapped up in old girl. And of course, they weren't going to, break him off any. So he probably had some, he probably had maybe $10,000 or $20,000, but that wasn't going to get him far.
I don't think they were flat broke. I just think they weren't like just running over. The cup was not running over. But
I don't think there was enough. There wasn't enough for them all to get away. The brother's going to live out of the country, so he's taking what they had or what he had with him. The girl, everything else is wrapped up in that house. She got to keep, survive and all that. I don't think they really had enough for him to pay for him a passport, pay for somebody to get him out. He can't get on the airplane. The whole police is looking for him. That means he got to hire a helicopter or a jet. So he needed money. He didn't need no chump change. He needed money.
But are they really looking for him? Because
the police is.
But the way it ended, it was like McClane had set it up. All right, you leave the Tejadas alone. And
the little boy and the baby sister, they asked, "Where is Kane?" They said, "We don't know." And then that girl that gave him the money, she said, "Your face is on every police report. I mean, every TV. They're looking for you." So they wasn't looking for the Diane, and what's Diane's brother? What's the other boy, the gay one?
But I mean, if they're pressing charges on on Diana and Drew, and
they're not pressing charges on Diana and Drew. Diana and Drew is free to go. Kane was not.
This is what I'm saying though. Like Diana, they killed the damn cop. Like if they can walk, Kane can't walk.
Well, they don't know Diana killed the cop. Carter's locked up, and ain't nothing he can say. Yeah, Carter ain't gonna testify to that because he done said she died in the car accident, so he ain't gonna testify to that.
Well, actually,
so they don't know anything Diane and Drew did, and if they know, they're gonna sweep it under the rug so they can make everything stick to normal, so they can look like the great cops that solved the case. The only person they're looking for is Kane.
So what are they looking for him for?
The murdering Noma, because even though she was a criminal, you still can't just stand up there and murder and shoot at the cops and murder her.
Even though she was a this was like in retaliation. So,
but you cannot kill people. You can't kill somebody right in front of. He shot that woman right in front of the police, and then started shooting at the police.
Okay, so that's what I see. What you're saying. Now, his daughter even killed the other daughter, and she ain't about to be arrested. So you're basically just saying because the police was there and they saw it. Okay.
Yeah, because the police was there, and that's why he let Diane and Drew be arrested. So okay, we ain't had nothing to do with this. Y'all had us in handcuffs. Y'all watched my brother shoot that woman right in the head and then start shooting at y'all and ran from y'all. So he set that up to where they could get off and they will be looking for him. So he's wanted, because he was Noma's husband, and then he shot Noma right in front of them, tried to shoot at them. So they're looking for him. It wasn't no chump change he needed. He got to have somebody to have him a passport. He gonna need somebody to fly him out of the country. He gonna need somebody to set up his new life. He needed money that they could not only could they, and if there was somewhere in the house, he couldn't get to it because he was wanted.
He's going to Atlanta. He ain't going out the country. He's going down there with his auntie and Lil Durk.
Yeah. And Mrs. B said, let's go with what we actually saw.
Ain't that the first place they were looking for him?
Because of the way it ended, we gotta sometimes go down a rabbit hole because it didn't end.
Well, I mean,
Cruiser, you said it in the chat.
I'm not making up stuff I didn't see. Y'all go back and watch it.
No, she was talking about me.
Okay.
But you said it in the chat. It don't never end. It's
well at the very end. If y'all would have looked at it at the very end, they played. Drake was walking around and he got a phone call, and then the words came up small, and it says "Power Book." It never ends. Something to that effect, and that's pretty much letting us know that there's going to be some type of Power 5 coming along.
Yep. And what were you saying, Young?
Um, I don't know. I was just listening. I was just adding on to what she was saying. But I was thinking, for the most part, I just feel like Kane, he been hustling for a long time. Then, not to mention, your mother just died. I know Monet got some money laying around somewhere in that house. You're not finna tell me that Monet ain't got no money. I'm not trying to
Diane
hear
gonna have
that.
to find that, but Kane didn't have any time for her to find that. He had to get up out of there.
He
And
knew.
that's what I'm wondering, Young. Like how young you think Monet? Okay, listen. Tariq, I can see. Okay, he been doing this for a long time. He know how to get that money like fast. He done already hooked up with Noma's brother Shahuda. Diane, on the other hand, she ain't never been really in the drug game like that. And if they that broke, what's she gonna do? Like,
Well,
what's she gonna do?
they not broke, but they not money to get to pay somebody $20,000 for a passport and another $20,000 to fly me out the country because he can't go to Atlanta. He have to go further than Atlanta.
He not getting
Uh,
out no country. He once you
uh,
want it, you not getting out no country. You not no passport. You're not getting no passport. You a wanted
you can,
man. U.S.
yeah,
law.
you're not
What you
gonna get
say?
one legally. That's why he needed money. You can get a passport. You just ain't gonna get one legally. It's
Dennis
gonna be one of
Woods
the ones where folks break into your house, steal your passport, and replace your picture with his picture. It's gonna cost them about twenty
Yeah,
thousand
you're gonna
dollars.
have to get a fake one. And Mrs. B,
Dennis
she does
Woods.
know how to hustle, but Diana cannot do it by herself. Diana was never out there like that. I mean, everything that Diana did, somebody else started or gave her orders. Or
No, having at the school for real for Poppy. Remember?
you said what?
Remember Poppy had gave Diana that work and had her selling it at the
They had her
school.
selling it at the candy store. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Somebody always did something for her to do something. She was never that person to go out there in the streets and make connections. So that's why
Yeah,
I
but
think that she
revenge.
might have to hook up
She's
with Tariq or somebody
she's very smart, and she got revenge, and she's angry. She will never hook up with Tariq because, well, Tariq won't hook up with her. First of all, she could be mad at Tariq. First of all, second of all, when Tariq watched her kill that woman in cold blood, that was not the woman he loved. That was not his innocent Diane.
And I don't think there was even no love. I mean, they literally had like a fling, if you want to call it that. So for her to get pregnant, I mean, Tariq was fucking other people. I mean, she was like, I don't think they'll ever be in a relationship again, but I can still see them be like a Tasha and Ghost as far as like just them having a type of relationship where they understand each other. They out there to get money
It
and
was
they got each other's back,
more
but I don't
loyalty.
ever see them back
I
like in
think
a
that's gonna
relationship.
be him.
I can't see Diane following like he like the way he was ordering around Effie and his buddy.
Uh-huh.
Diane ain't she ain't in that space no
Yeah.
more.
I always thought that him and Effie was more alike, even though they keep crossing each other. But they mesh well because she understands the ugly side of him, and she a hustler. So even though and everybody said that, shout out to my man Brillo, the big review, because he kept saying that Tariq and Effie was going to have to link back up before it was all over. And I feel
Yep.
like they might not be in a relationship or nothing, but just because she got on the team, like he told her, she was on apologetic tip, like I was being an asshole, whatever. He like, don't even worry about it. You good at what you do. You feel me? Like he knowing he understand that. So it was like even with Ghost when he was messing with Angela, he carried it with Tasha like you good at what you do because she was still cooking the books. So I think I could see that happening more. Diana, she valuable to an extent, but I don't know. She kind of careless, and the
Yeah.
fact that he bumped Braden down a little bit for his carelessness, I don't think he gonna fuck with Diana.
Well, Little Pressure said, but Monet was teaching her a lot in the beginning, and now she got two bodies and grieving her child. Her character would definitely to be the next Monet. Yeah, I definitely believe she'll be the next Monet, but I just don't think that she will be able to make all kind of decisions, and like I just don't see it. I just don't see it because although she's grieving, her heart has got a lot harder. I mean, like I said, she was taught how to bag drugs at an early age. She just put down a couple of bodies. But as far as the drug game, though, now you could be onto something, Miss B. She said she has cousins. Those cousins, the ones that came up there that to help, those three cousins.
Yeah.
Now that could be her connection.
Now, in a real world, if we were talking about a real world, then no, she couldn't be. She wouldn't have made it through a month. But in a TV make pretend world, they gonna make her Monet 2.0.
And that's what I gotta think. I gotta
They're
think.
about to make. They're gonna make that happen in a TV world. Monet. They are setting her up to be Monet 2.0, and they're setting Tariq to be up Ghost 2.0, and those are going to be the two people that's going to be knocking head and against each other. It's a whole rivalry. The Power Book 5 is probably going to be a whole rivalry. A rivalry.
I gotta
Tariq
keep
against Diane.
my TV head. I gotta
No,
use my TV
I
mind.
don't see them beefing. I don't see them beefing off the strength of everybody left on good terms. And when he came back in there, he told Kane and them like, I need y'all to do something for me. Or Drew told Drew, and Drew basically looked at Diana and she gave him the okay, like, yeah, go ahead and do it. I feel like they gonna be good, and I feel like she not gonna find out about him working with Noma brother until probably down the line. I think it's gonna be all good for a nice little minute, and then you know how she be putting stuff together, like how she did with the Zeke joint and the Mecca joint. She just be keep picking stuff apart. I think then she'll find out, and then they might have a little spat. But I don't think it's gonna be based on them beefing. I think if Diana even involved, she gonna be on the team.
Okay, and y'all, let's let you know. You got a little feedback. I don't know what that is, or it's everybody else is on mute. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a scraping noise when you talk.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm cooking.
Oh, okay. That explains what
Do
you
y'all think
firing up.
y'all think Drew's still really gonna move? If they do a sequel, will Drew really leave?
I don't know. I'll let's see. Sislo, do you got an answer for that, or Young? Because I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he is because he really can't live the life he really want to live anyway. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be free in his sexuality and all these other types of things. So I think he's overwhelmed with everything, going back and forth because, even though they're hurting about losing their mother, they were trying to kill him a few episodes ago. So, I think, and it's going to give him the opportunity to live his truth and do his thing. I don't know.
And where did
So
he say he
how?
was
So
going? Paris, right? To some art thing, Paris.
yeah, he
Yeah.
going. Yeah, he going to London. So coming back, Tariq, maybe Effie, right boy out. Uh, no. We need him. We need him. So Tariq, Effie, those cops, because the cops was collecting money because Carter's locked up. Carter mad in
Yeah,
jail.
I love how Rico, even though I didn't like him before, but
Hmm.
know, you know.
And
Well,
then I think
they
that
set it
I
all
wonder
up.
if Kane's going to be. They'll probably bring Kane, slip him on back in town to be with Diane. Probably the
And of
last
course,
day of the first season, the last episode of the first season, or something like that. But I'm glad they didn't. Even though I wanted them kids out of the drug, out of the drug
Yeah,
world.
you was saying that last week, wasn't she, Young? She was like, I want the kids.
I wanted them out. Well, I just think that they're too talented and too
You
smart
want to
for
watch
it.
it? You want
But
to watch
obviously he want to
the
stay in. So at least Drew will get away. At least Drew is going to escape this whole thing.
You want to watch an Effie spinoff in college and going to class every day. She don't
And
want to
they got
have
the
an action film.
grandbabies. Cruiser want to see grandbabies, and they.
And well, I won't. I still. I'm glad Drew is going. I am glad that Drew is going to London. I wish that Effie would go on to California. I wish because she looks so sad. She looks just so. She like I'm just stuck here. She. Everybody else is happy. Everybody else is happy except for Effie. Effie looks
Yeah.
miserable.
Out of all
She's
the
like,
people
I am
on there,
stuck for the
she
rest of my life selling drugs, and I have the ability to do something else. Can you imagine that in your mind?
That's probably the only one I feel
Exactly.
sorry for.
And I
Yeah.
want to see how it plays out with
I
her and
don't
her
feel like
mom,
I'm sure.
because her
I
mom,
think she's crazy as hell for giving her money away because this same nigga that just paid for your tuition ain't marrying Noma. You ain't supposed to give that man your money, girl. That was your way out. You lost your damn mind.
I just think that even when she walked away, Cruiser, when Tariq said, everything now has to come through me, she literally just turned around and said, all right, and walked away. Like, she was like, all right.
I mean, I think she has become numb to her reality. It's like, this is my life. I don't like it. I'm kind of numb at this point. She was like, well, yeah, like nothing's changed. Same old, same old. What else is new? For one person running me and making me run drugs to a whole nother person running me and making me run drugs.
Go
Ain't
ahead, sis.
nobody making her do nothing. Don't make. They not making her. Rika ain't making her. She choosing to do so because she need money. She gotta make her money back that she just gave
True.
away.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, she
Right.
back in there
And
like a
that's
hamster
crazy.
in the wheel, just round and round and round and round.
Yeah. And
She's a
what was you
nice
saying,
bag of
Cisco?
money she had.
I'm sorry. What was you saying, Cisco? Some of y'all, it's okay, y'all. It's okay, y'all. But sometimes we start talking at the same time, and I just want to make sure everybody get heard. And it's okay. It's okay.
yeah,
That's how I be on
I, w-
panels. Okay.
I was I had it muted it, but I was saying that I'm interested to see how it plays out with her and her mom. Because her mom was a B word, and I'm really interested to see how things play out with
Oh, you know
yeah,
what? Hold up, Sislo.
definitely.
I'm glad you brought that up, Sislo. Young, remember when I asked you why the fuck did they bring her mama in? Like at this point of the show, she brought her in.
Yeah.
She was asking her for some money. Effie basically said, "Fuck you." Now you done left that motherfucker, the one who was doing shit to whatever. Like, what was the whole point of that?
I
I've
think it was
always
just
wondered maybe that was explaining where she came from. Because I've always
that's
wondered that.
the
We know who Tariq parents was, even who the white boy parents was. Everybody's parents was, but not hers.
I think that they did that so that people like Cruiser, like y'all could feel sad for her. They had to give us something like because at that point in time we just felt like we don't believe you, we don't know much about you. You've been around for all these seasons. All you've been doing is cutthroat and Tariq every time when he be looking out for you. So they had to show because remember he had a conversation with her. She was talking about when he was going to take her to go to the woods to go see Lauren, I mean, to go to the spot where she supposedly killed Lauren, she was like, oh, yeah, yo used to rape me. And I told my mother one day that I was watching Oprah, and he said, she going to marry him. And he ain't really believe her. He was like, oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. So I guess they want to show us that really happened to her. 'Cause that's the only thing I could really put with it. Because that was the only jewel I got from that whole scene. Everything else was a waste of time.
And I get that. I was just like, why wait to the last finale? Like two shows for the last finale. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like they had to just create something.
That,
I felt like they just had to create something. I don't
I
know.
I
But
believe they're
I feel
introducing
like
her
they
for
had
the
enough storylines to
next
not
part.
do that. I'm sorry. What'd you
It's
say?
okay. I, I was saying that I believe it was because they are getting ready to phase into a whole nother storyline or whatever. They're setting up her storyline for what's to come. Her
oh,
her interaction with her mom, who her father is, because
I got
he's
you.
never
I
been
got
mentioned.
you. Okay,
So
okay, I got you.
I think they're kind of setting up an introduction of because she's going to be one of the major players in the next phase.
So do y'all think since Cislo said that, okay, so let me picture Tariq and Braden being played by whoever. I mean not Tariq and Braden, but Ghost and Tommy being played by whoever. And do you think they're gonna be like flip-flopping from not only them growing up, but some of the other characters from them growing up? And then like later on as they get older, maybe the kids are coming to. I mean, I'm just trying to picture this because if her mother comes into play, it would literally have to be from her being as a little child.
No, I'm thinking that it's going to carry that part. It's going to be separate, like it is now, like book 5 or 6 or 7, but whatever. I think that they would be going on to the next chapter, and it's going to kind of pick up where this part left off, but without Monet and whoever is just whoever's left. And then I believe that the other part from the first power is going to take us back in time. Back, I believe that's going to be the second phase of the Kanan series. When they introduced, because you notice that Kanan hasn't even met Ghost and Tommy yet.
Right.
So, and I remember I told you that at some point in time, Kanan's mom gets killed.
Yep.
She does get killed. So after she gets killed and Kanan begins to run things his way, then he's going to meet Ghost and Tommy and start taking on. And I believe that's when the younger part of them is going to come in. And the other power Ghost
with Tommy.
after the that after thing when I'm sorry, no, the part with Tariq and all of them is going to be a continuance of Ghost, but never dies. Power never dies, or power never ends. It's going to be
Power
that
never
section.
ends. That's what they said. Power never ends.
Well, what do y'all think about Little
ends.
Pressure's comments? Little Pressure said, I want to read 2 comments because I want to make sure we read the comments. Little Pressure said, that girl who Braden was with may come back for a moment because she is still alive and knows Braden took out the dealer. That's another loose end. And then Little Pressure said, Tebe said right under that she was low-key hoping that Tariq went to see Tasha and was saying that he was totally done and would be living with them and live happily ever after. Now that right there was something I wanted to talk about as well. But first, let's talk about Little Pressure's comment. The girl with Braden. Do you think she might come back into play? The girl he was with?
Well, let me say this real quick. There is rumors. There's rumors that they're bringing Tommy, Kanan, which I only watched 2 seasons of that show, and Tariq all together in one.
Whoa.
That's what I was reading as I was like, right before, like when I first came into the chat, I was going like through Google and stuff. I don't know how that would work out, but that's
what the phone call was. That was the phone call he called. That was Tommy calling.
Family. You know what? You're right. He said, "Yeah, always spam." Oh, I might watch the show over again, especially the ending.
I know. I might watch it over again too.
Right after he said, always spam. I see you. He said, we're going to do something. We're going to get together something. And then he said, and that's when it says under their power never ends.
Who else could he?
That's what I was saying about that part. I think that's who he was talking to. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, I was just on somebody else's channel arguing with them. They was talking about it's Kane. And I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell it's Kane. It's definitely more than likely Tommy, because 2 things he said that was very instrumental in the conversation. He said, you like family. And he said, I'm bringing all the smoke. Tommy always say, I want all the smoke. He say that on 1,000 episodes. And he the only person that's like family. That's the only family Tariq got left if it ain't his mother and his sister. So it gotta be, and it makes sense.
And if you remember, Tommy was looking for another connect, trying to get another connect after what went down with him and the Mexicans or whoever that was.
No, Tommy in with the Mexicans though. He beefing with somebody that's lower than the highest guy. Remember, he went over your head. Remember, he messing with the dude's sister. Tommy went over his head and is hollering at the dude over him. Right, he not beefing with him though. He's safe, but he a competitor. He still got a plug. I remember they was saying what his name is, Miguel or something like that. The brother of Maria. They was saying that he took Maria and went to Belize or somewhere because he was like, now that we competitors, you will never see Maria again. Remember Tommy called her like, where you at? Like where the fuck she at? Bop, bop, bop. So I think he gonna probably outsource Reek for him to go get her. 'Cause that was the last episode. That's what y'all go do. Go look back at the last episode of Force. And I think it's a little
Right.
bit of jewels in there because
But I think there's
uh,
one more season of Force
Who's
though.
in Force? Now, what is Force again? Who's in Force?
Force is the one with Tommy
Force
The
is
Tom.
Tommy show.
Okay. So let
in
me ask you this.
Chicago.
Kanan, ain't he the one who came and Tariq was running around with him? Did Tariq kill him?
Tariq got him killed by the police.
Yeah,
So they're not,
yeah.
so it's just Tommy and Tariq coming back together. Okay.
And
Yeah, Tommy
Kane,
the
not
white boy.
Kanan, Kane, not
Tommy the
Kane,
white
Kanan,
boy.
I
Kane.
think that Kane will only come to they're gonna hold Kane back for a little while.
Right,
But
I
then
but I
think
again, they
think
Kane
might
will
show
in the
him.
next
They
in the
might
next
show him
scene they're gonna
hiding out in
do
Idaho somewhere.
I
no,
think
because
Kane
I
might get
think he
put
gonna
on
come
show.
back as an enforcer. Because Kane, if you think about it, Kane and Tommy's their mentality is parallel.
They wouldn't work.
Both of
I
them,
think
that's like a
I
black
think
and white
Kane gonna
version of
go
each other.
in
That's why
Atlanta.
I'm
I
thinking.
think he's gonna run
That's
to Atlanta. He's gonna get with Lord Dirt, his auntie, and I think he's gonna open up shop down there while he on the run. I don't think that he gonna
now
ever.
who is Lil Durk?
I don't never see Kane being under Tariq in no form or fashion. That was the
No,
thing
Diane
what made
or
him.
Kane ain't gonna do that. They mama won't have that. They know no. It's
That's
gonna
why he
be
ain't like. He
Kane
didn't like
and
Tariq in the first
Diane
place.
against Tariq and Tommy.
I don't see Kane. I don't see Kane coming back. 'Cause if he come back, he going to jail. And I don't see him coming back. I think Diana gonna be cool with Tariq. I definitely think Kane can
Kane
hold
ain't
his
going
own.
to jail because
I agree with what
Kane
most you
ain't going
say.
to
I
jail
just can't
because
see
Kane.
Tariq and Diane being cool at all. I see them as enemies from here on.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't
I
know.
think I don't think Kane going to jail because Davis got his license back.
Oh,
He's in
yeah, that's
trouble.
right.
He's
He was like,
in trouble for killing somebody for Diana. That's why he remember when she was like, he was like, yeah, they had me on tape killing Zion. She was like, damn, I'm sorry, Reek. He was like, don't worry about it. You ain't know. That don't sound like a person you ready to be enemies
Yeah,
with.
I
They
don't
already
think
went
they.
through the
That was
enemy stage, man.
that was before she killed that girl in cold blood. See, y'all forgot Tariq always go for those girls who are innocent and ain't got nothing to do with the life. People he can save. There's no saving to Diana now. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah, but
liked
he not
Diana
going
when
to
she was
beef with
somebody
her.
he had to rescue. Now she killing
He
folks
not
in
going.
cold blood just because.
He not on beef with her about that though. I think he might not fuck with her, but he definitely not about to beef with her about that because he had an opportunity to when she told him, like, nigga, you was trying to tell me how to do revenge. Well, I listened to you. Now let's move on. Like she wasn't really trying to hear it, and there's nothing he could say. She killed it. They killed your mother. Hey, he just was more mad that you did it like that and had him involved. But it ain't worth beefing with her about. I don't think he's smarter than that.
well, Little Pressure says she does believe Kane is coming back. He was a fan favorite. It's TV, so they will make it away. But I want to ask y'all before I forget, what do y'all think about Tariq and him not being with his mother and sister? Like, that was kind of odd to me. I mean, all this whole damn 4 seasons, she's been in fucking, protective custody. And then at the end, he has like basically this agreement or this business deal with Noma's brother. He about to be making a lot of money. I can see where he's saying, okay, mom, I can't be with family and also be in the streets at the same time. But I don't know. I was kind of like Little Pressure. Like, was it Little Pressure who said that up above? That they was kind of low key. That was Tay. She said, I was kind of low key hoping that Tariq went to see Tasha saying he was done and will be living with them and live happily ever after. So what do y'all think, like, with that whole thing,
It
Tasha?
wouldn't have been any more show if he would have did that. I mean, I wanted all of them to if they was just going to do no more sequels, all of them would have had to go live their dream. But I think Tasha, there's not really a place for Tasha in the show. There's not a place for her daughter. So them going to live happily ever after with Tariq sending them money is good enough. They can bring them back as a plot at some point. Maybe the bad guys or the good guys or whoever guys can go say, we got your parents, you bring us this, and he got to rescue them in one of the shows. That's one of the show plots. But other than that, there is really no place for Tasha. Tasha, whenever she came in, was just, for me, it was just an annoyance. So there's really no spot for her. But if you take Tariq away and he go live happily ever after, there's no show. I mean, you can have a show without Kane, you can have a show without everybody, but not Tariq.
Right, I hear you. I hear you. Shout out to the people watching us on Facebook, because we are on Facebook and we are also on YouTube and we are on as well TikTok and Twitter.
Yeah. I
But
feel
go
like
ahead.
Everybody in all those places.
Yes, we live everywhere, y'all. But yeah, they saying correct cruiser. They also saying Mrs. B. I think that Tasha didn't really have a whole big part this, besides the fact of her, her employer getting, stomped down by Tariq. Like, she really didn't play a lot, in this spinoff. But Tebe said, at first I thought it was just a finale, but yeah, that's what we all thought it was gonna be, a finale. But the way the finale'd, it literally looks like it's going to carry on.
Yeah, I was definitely expecting a cliffhanger. I never really thought for a second it was going to be over because they made it clear that it wasn't supposed to be the end. So they wasn't prepared for the end. But the way they ended it, they left it open enough that they can play with for moving forward. Like, there wasn't nothing that was set in stone. They left it vague enough that they got a little options, got a little room to move around when they do decide whichever one they're going to do next. But I really think that Tariq may even show up in Force, because they got another season of Force that's coming out next after Kane. So if Tariq show up on Force for 2 to 4 episodes or something like that, just to get the wheel rolling for the spinoff, you get what I'm saying? Like, they know how to incorporate them Easter eggs.
Yeah, that's true. Because I can see it now. They would have to incorporate every single person that ended on this live. I mean, it can happen. It to some people it might seem like it can't happen, but it can happen, because a lot of times when they go back in the time, they also go, you know how they go forward and backwards, past, present.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They show you a time.
Yeah.
Where you miss something, like at this, remember when this happened, and then they'll show you a little bit more from that specific time. Like for instance, when remember when Tariq left the door open for Tommy to come kill Proctor?
Uh-huh.
They showed that from 2 perspectives. Remember how when Ghost died, they showed that the last 5 episodes is basically everybody's perspective. So we got to see different stuff every episode, because we got to see where Dre was at, we got to see where Tariq was at, we got to see from different. So that's how they play with the time game for real. They give it to you from different.
Yeah, I remember that, yo, with the different perspective, because we had Tommy coming to where was they at? The club, right? We had Tommy's perspective from the club, we had Ghost's perspective, we had Tasha's. It was like 3 or 4 different perspectives. I remember that. Yeah. I remember
that was fire. How they did it. The hardest part to me was when they showed Dre, when Dre had pulled up on Ghost, and then he was talking crazy. But when they showed it from Ghost's perspective, it ain't go like that. And that's what made it hard for real, because it was like little pieces was different. If you watch all 5 of them episodes, little parts was different, but that's because of the perspective. Dre was telling his story to the police, and he was basically saying, like, he was telling it as if he was the tough guy, like he was in there shitting on Ghost, when the whole time that ain't how it really went. And we got to see that the next time when we saw Ghost perspective, like, oh, that's how that sound more realistic, because I know you wasn't talking to Ghost like how you told him you was.
And you
And
right, Mrs. B.
I was
Flashback.
going since you brought the ghost thing up, that's a whole nother thing, which is nobody ever saw his body ever being taken out. Nobody ever saw anything, any real clothes. You just saw a funeral, but no, you know what I'm saying. And nobody ever heard anything else from the girlfriend. So I
Yeah,
think
the
that at
funeral.
some point in
Yeah, the
time
funeral.
that they can
Yeah, the
actually
funeral.
bring him back.
I've always said that, Sislo. I literally
Yeah,
thought he was going to be even in this spinoff.
yeah.
Even y'all done heard me. I'm like, we got one more season, 3 more episodes, 8 more episodes. I literally thought that Ghost was going to show back up because something inside of me just keeps telling me that he's not really dead.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but something just tells me like he's not dead. But I don't know, child. I don't know.
I told myself about 3 months ago that Ghost dead. I ain't entertaining the fact that he not dead no more because of the way that Amari been acting as a person, not even the actor. Like Amari been all over
Yeah,
power,
that's the
all
only
over the place,
thing.
on
Yep.
interviews, saying dropping little shade and just it don't look like he coming back. Like that's how I looked at it. Like he just was doing too much. Like and 50, y'all know how 50 is. Once you cross 50, he do not be trying to fuck with you no more. So I don't really see with him out here acting like a little girl, keep gossiping. I don't see them really mending that relationship.
Yeah, well,
Especially
Yeah,
with
those go.
hey,
him.
I don't
you know
think
how to be Santa Cruiser. Maybe it's a play.
it
Maybe
might be a. It's a play. It's a play. I don't think that Ghost is coming back. Tariq is now Ghost. They have established that he is Ghost. They established that with the brother from Africa. He said, Noma's
Huda.
brother. He said, like a ghost. And he said, yeah,
Like a
yeah, that's who
gold.
I
I
Yep.
am now.
love that at
Hmm.
the end, y'all. At the end, when Tariq was talking to Chahuda or Chaheda, however you say his name, basically
Brother T.
he was telling him the rundown on the distribution plans, and Chahuda was like, "And what the fuck is you gonna be doing?" And he was like, first of all, ain't nobody gonna know where the product is coming from. Ain't nobody gonna know where the money's going." He said, matter of fact, ain't nobody even gonna know that we know one another. And after today, bruh, you ain't ever gotta see my face again. And that's what Chahuda said. You're gonna be like a ghost? And that's what
Right.
Tariq said, yep, a ghost.
And that's why I say I don't think Diana will find out that Greek worked for him because that's kind of like part of the plan, like to not ever talk to you. You know, they do everything through wire transfer and they ain't never got to ever see each other literally, like drop off spots and all that. Tariq already know how to deal with that type of stuff. So I definitely could see. I got to get my credit for that. I called that, sis. I said that Noma brother was gonna be the big dog in the next
You did.
You
spinoff.
did say that, bro.
You,
You
you,
did
you, did.
say
You said, you told us a lot of
that.
stuff at
You
the
told
end.
us, yeah.
He got us straight. Yeah, you, it ain't much you missed, to be honest. It's not much you
No,
missed.
bro, be on it. Young champ be on it. I'll be up here with my little conspiracies and shit. He be on it.
I thank y'all for giving me my credit because I definitely, but I watch a lot of y'all though, so I definitely be taking everything y'all say into consideration. But a lot of times it just be like they pattern based. A lot of the stuff they do is pattern based. It happened before. Like they just kind of recycle the same story but give you a little bit different. So that be more of the part where you can see it coming. That's why we were so shocked about Monet last week because that was like a total wrench in the whole how
Yeah, I was
everything
so
operates.
I was
Nobody
so
gets that.
shocked. Child. I was
One
so
I,
shocked.
content
I
creator.
just hate she,
Matter of
I just
fact,
hate she died in them boots because they was sharp. Them boots was sharp.
man,
Yeah, somebody should got them boots. But listen, I was not surprised. I knew that they were not going to let her continue to live when she was revisited by her husbands.
and thank you, Miss Cruiser, for this picture that she sent me.
The funeral, the
Thank
funeral.
as soon as Miss Cruiser sent me the details on the funeral, as we in the B set that we call it the funeral. I had to snatch that bitch up. just have a
Sad
moment.
day. It was a sad day. We were so shocked off that this finale was made. That's how I feel.
Man, a moment of silence for the memory of the beautiful Monet Tejada. Give her 10 seconds, y'all. 10 seconds.
Queen.
I'm glad I have no acting till no.
No, don't you be hating on my Mary J. Don't
You gonna respect. You gonna respect.
you gonna respect the dance that's slow.
You gonna
I
respect the
mean,
tears.
I'm ready to send you the videos of the people on the stars Instagram. You got people doing candlelight visuals and all that. Like these people is crazy.
I'm telling y'all, that's how I felt, sis. No, I'm serious,
I didn't
y'all.
even like Mary J. Blige until and they made her so unlikable. They made her so freaking unlikable. And that to me, keeping her kind of in character of the Mary J. Blige, the fact that she could not act made her character actually believable.
Yes, and
Because
keep in
Mary J.
mind,
Blige seemed like she a little hateful. She a little on the hateful side anyway.
but keep in mind, I
Oh, you
really
know
like
what?
the
Susan?
actress part of her because she is from the streets. Like Mary J is from the streets, from the concrete, from the bricks. So for me to see her acting in that character, it was kind of taking me back to how she could have actually acted in real life, even though she went to do music and all that kind of shit. But yeah, she's literally from the hood. So I kind of accepted her character, even though she ain't the greatest actress, but I still was kind of upset when she passed away.
Cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to remind you of something. I don't know if you quite remember, but it was back when her and that was back when her and Casey was messing around.
Oh
And they
Lord.
came, they did, wait a minute, listen, they came and they did a big concert. It was her, Jodeci, Montel Jordan, and a bunch of them down for a homecoming. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but down in North Carolina, homecoming is like Thanksgiving. It's like when they cook, and it's a big thing. So they
Yeah.
had a big concert or whatever. So, they had the radio station down there in Winston gave away tickets to meet Mary J and all them backstage. The little boy that won, I don't know if you remember, was a little handicapped boy in a wheelchair. And he had backstage passes or whatever to meet Mary J. Blige. And when that little boy got back, it's supposed to give him, little packages, the little paraphernalia, whatever, and take him backstage and meet her. She was so mean and so nasty to that little boy. And he was so excited. He was in a wheelchair. He was so excited to meet her. She was so mean and so nasty to that little boy. And when they said, "Well, Mary J, this is your biggest fan," and he won the contest on the radio to meet you backstage, she said, "I don't give a F who he is. Ain't nobody supposed to be back here. Get him the F from backstage." That child broke down and cried so bad. It was Montel Jordan that came out because he heard what was going on. He came out, took pictures with the little boy, hung out with him, gave him t-shirts and everything to try to cheer him up because of how nasty she was towards him. So when you
Now,
say
why would
that
they take
she
anybody back to meet Mary J. Blige and which one she used to go with? Which
was
one
with
did Mary
Casey.
Casey? Why
She
would
was
anybody
with
send
Casey.
anybody back to see no Mary J. Blige or Casey? They used to be fighting like cats
It
and
wasn't
dogs.
Casey.
First of
It
all,
wasn't Casey that she was supposed to meet. It was just Mary J.
but Mary
But
J. back there,
anyway,
Casey
yeah.
back there.
Right.
She
And
was on them drugs too
she was
around that
on
She was
time.
on
cocaine really
drugs. She
bad
hard.
then.
She hardcore, and
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah, I have to get her a
But
pass. I have to get her a
she
pass. She was really on them drugs when she was messing around with KC.
she
That
was
was
so
that was kind
nasty
of
to the little
heartbreaking to
boy.
me because I was like, from her very first 411, I was like, I love me some Mary J. And once she got with KC and I was like, damn, this is, it's kind of like when Whitney got with Bobby, even though
But
Bobby wasn't the
here's
one
the
who put
thing:
her on the
we
drugs.
assumed
But
that Bobby started Whitney on drugs. Shaka Khan said we was doing this shit before we even knew there was a Bobby. We assumed that
right,
Casey started Mary J. Blige. Casey was a drinker.
right.
No boys
So
drank.
was Mary J.
They ain't
Whitney
having all
started
them
kicking
drugs and
in
stuff.
too.
I mean, they have drugs in
Yeah.
North Carolina, but not where they from.
And I'm
So
not saying
we
that
think we blaming the guys, but it was really the women introducing them guys to some stuff. It was like we didn't know nothing about this.
right, and I'm not really
Yeah, because
blaming
they
Casey
Believe it
from
or
for
not,
her.
that's
Midway.
how it works a lot though. Like I know a lot of people, a lot of guys that I grew up with that they got women that got them on stuff. Like I think that's probably the worst influence because it's somebody that you love, so you don't think nobody trying to hurt you. But
Right,
Casey,
and I'm
them
not
yeah,
boys out,
necessarily
you know,
blaming
that's
Casey
Fantasia, them
on it.
cousins. Them boys out from out the church.
Right, and I'm not necessarily blaming KC on her drug, whatever she was going through. I'm just saying around that time when she was with KC and she was just spiraling out of control, I really hated that because I really liked Mary. And I think like a lot of the things that happened to a lot of these stars back in the day, even all this
No,
shit that we see with
she was hanging with Puffy,
Diddy and
girl.
shit we see with Diddy. I mean, it's so much shit that these stars went through, even if nobody put a gun to their head to make them do shit. But there's a lot of shit. There was a lot of pressures in the industry back then. Everybody was doing drugs. Everybody was having freak offs. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, a lot of those people felt like they had to do something to fit in. And I think that's how a lot of them ended up either being one hit wonders or strung out on drugs or committing suicide or because of the industry. And with
yeah,
this shit going on with Diddy, y'all know I've been
Lord,
covering this shit closely. It's gonna be a lot of
yeah.
big names that's about to come out.
We about to
A
have some
lot.
head spin. I
A
was
lot.
watching a little bit of it today, man. That day is it's getting crazy with that mess. I can't lie.
They said we are going to be shocked and appalled with the
I've
names
been
That's
that
covering
all
come
that
out.
right.
too. Y'all gotta make sure y'all check me
Y'all,
out. I've been covering that too. I be trying to catch sis when she on there so we can chop it up about that because
Oh, I
every
dropped the
day is
link.
more
Yeah, I
news.
dropped the link. Matter of fact, I dropped all of y'all links. Cruiser, I
I
dropped
appreciate that.
Lil Pressure, I dropped Lil
yeah,
Pressure,
I gotta
Cruiser,
get it. I
Young,
gotta
and
get it.
Cisco. I dropped all y'all links in the chat, so make sure y'all check each other out, please, and thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I'm about to
Somebody
follow
said that
all of
Casey and JoJo was from Charlotte, and anytime you say somebody's from somewhere, they always going to name the big city, but they actually from Monroe.
that's
Yeah,
Oh,
how it
yeah.
always goes.
They from down, yeah,
well, let me ask y'all one
Dawkins.
thing because we going on an hour and a half. I want to ask each one of y'all a question. It's two question answer, right? What did you expect to happen in the show? And what was your biggest surprise in the show? And I'm gonna do ladies first. First one on the panel. So I'm gonna start with Sislo, then I'm gonna go with Cruiser, and then I'm gonna go with Young. So Sislo, go ahead. The first one first is what did you expect from the show? And what was your biggest surprise from the finale?
Um, I guess pretty much what I expected was kind of like what what I got, which was, Tariq coming to, becoming a man and taking over where his father left off. Um, biggest surprise is I don't know. But I am gonna say this. I'm surprised that that one dude didn't come back and Tommy's ex-worker. I can't think of his name right now, but the one that got out of jail with the
Two
one
bit.
that Tommy killed before. Yeah, too big. I'm surprised he didn't do a little bit more. So maybe if that was part about what I expected, I kind of expected him to play a bigger part. And um, I guess the half has not been told. I think. it kind of the cliffhanger part. It leaving me want a little more. So it's just leaving me hungry for a little bit more. That's it. I don't know if that answered your question, but that's it.
Okay, yeah, that answered my question. Sure did, sure did. Cruiser, what did you expect to happen in the finale, and what was your biggest surprise?
I expect for them to have broken our heart and killed off more people,
So did
and have
I.
to have been disappointed. And to my surprise, I'm not
Yeah.
disappointed. And um, and to my surprise, they allowed all of those kids to make it. That's shocking to me that they made allowed them to make it and even gave them choices of leaving if they wanted to. But I am so disappointed that they didn't let us allow it. Back to good times. They won't let us see them leave the ghetto.
And I agree with you on that, Cruiser. I expected a lot more people to be gone, especially Noma and Carter. But Young, what was your expectation of the last season finale, and what was your biggest surprise?
Um, well, I was surprised at how they kind of tried to rush so much in the last couple episodes, but understanding the circumstances that they found out that it was going to be over like midway through and they had already found it, but it was like y'all rushing so much. They had a lot of open storylines. But my expectation was for definitely it was met with Jenny and Blanca Rodriguez coming back. That was something that I was trying to kind of banking on for real. I wanted them to come back because I wonder what happened to Jenny. Like she was hell bent on getting them, and then one day she said, "I'm just going to go to the mob. I'm going to go lock up some mob dudes or mafia dudes or something." But it was just like disappointing for the most part for the for the surprising thing. I think I was disappointed in it more than anything because they closed them up, but they still kind of left them like, and a lot of them storylines is going to disappear. Like, I'm glad that they did mention something about Pi's son at the end because that was like supposed to have been like a starting storyline that Carter was supposed to be after Tariq about Pi's son. Remember?
Right, I
And
almost forgot about. Well, I did forget about that. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's what I'm saying. So they had to bring that back. We never heard about Salim. Salim just dead in his house somewhere. Never ever heard about that ever again. So it was a few things that just got a little cartoony. That was kind of disappointing for me. But other than that, they did a good job. They just gonna have to really, really lean into the writers that's writing book 3. I think that's the best show out of the series, for real. The one with Kanan as a child.
Yeah, I am looking
Can
forward to that. And go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
what he made me think about it. And I also wanted to see a little more reaction from Tate after finding out that Carter had his brother killed.
Mm, right, that part. That part. We might get that on the next one because I think, like you
Right.
said, we don't have enough time. But Tate definitely need to come back and you get what I'm saying? They locked him up for killing Tate, bro. So I'm thinking the first order of
Yeah.
business, Tariq would have called this man Tate. Like, yo,
Hey,
this nigga killed
I
your
wanted to
brother,
get
yo.
Grammy.
Cislo, you
I
are
wanted,
absolutely right. Where the fuck was
yeah,
Tate?
yeah, I wanted to get Grammy for Carter behind bars because of that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, like even if he get out
Tate
on
was
bail
acting
or
like he wanted to
something.
put a bullet in his brother's murder himself, and then for him to no longer be seen the rest of the. I feel you, Young, and see that's why I said in the beginning of my show tonight that I enjoyed the show, but I was very disappointed in certain things, and it's like it's all these open stories. It's no closure.
Yep,
Nobody
I'm
has
with
any closure. Nobody has, even with Anya, like with the Noma, we gotta know that she's gonna want retaliation. that she's want revenge, and it's like nobody had a closed story. That's what I didn't like.
Noma did, so she can't retaliate. But it's just like her death was not impactful enough that you can forget that she even got killed.
Right, but she was killed, and her daughter was killed, and then the brother turns around and make a business deal with Tariq. I'm like, this
But
is
he felt like it
weird.
was. He felt like
No,
she brought it on
Tariq
herself.
didn't have
Though.
nothing to do
I,
with that
I
though.
agree. I agree with that, Cislo. Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't had nothing to do with the murder and all that. That he stayed out of that for the most part. He
I
was
get
trying to
it,
get
but
caught.
still, I think my
He
brother,
told her
even if
not
we
to
had a
do it, and she
disagreement,
wouldn't
my
listen.
brother would still try to get some retaliation for me and his nephew or niece.
Remember,
I don't
remember
know.
when she wanted to go? She was like, "Y'all need to go with me right now." Bop, bop, bop. When he wanted to go retaliate, and he was basically like, "Yo, no, yo, you did too fucking much already. You
Yeah, he did tell her that. He was like, "You on your own, sis."
right." So that's where he at with it. And now y'all done got yourself killed. He probably just like, bro, I'm not about to let the business fall on some wild
Right.
goose chase for some shit that you didn't got yourself into. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what his whole thing. Like from the jump when he got there, he like, girl, you mismanaging the business. Our father and gave us the bit. We didn't even know that it wasn't her business. We thought it was hers the whole time.
Right. So y'all don't see him getting any revenge ever for his sister and niece's
No,
death.
I don't.
Me
No.
too. I
And
Okay.
think
then there's money to be made.
if he was that tight, he would have went with her when he knew she was on some bullshit. He said, "Nah, I'm getting out of here. We got the jet ready. We about the jet. You can go ahead. When your goose chase, I'm out. You tripping." And then Tariq
Sorry,
talking big
Cislo. You
money.
got some background. I muted you, Cislo, because you got like sound like some air or something blowing in your mic. But yeah. After Young, come on back on Cislo. Go ahead, Young.
Yeah, and I feel like he 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 just his whole presence just made me feel like he in charge. He bought his business, and she made a bonehead move. And most of the time, when those dudes be like bosses like that, they not about to risk the whole business for something like that. He didn't give me that vibe. I feel like when she first asked for help at the wedding, he was like, "All right, we can see what happened." But remember, he was pissed. He was like, "We outnumbered them 5-1." He was like, "Well, we used to outnumber them 10-1. You keep on getting us in shit, man.
Right.
I'm not going to lose no more men fucking with you."
He did say that. He said we used to outnumber them 10-1. And then even at the wedding, remember when he was surprised to hear that Monet, she used to have a relationship with what's his name?
Mecca,
What the one who she had the baby by. What's his name?
Mecca.
Mecca. Yeah, he was like, huh? Y'all know Mecca. Like it was like he knew right away, like, really, you marrying this young guy, you don't know shit about him. It was just
Right.
so weird for her brother. So yeah, I guess I get you on that one. Yeah.
He was big money. Like he was big business. He wasn't trying to hear none of that. And I feel like now knowing that it was his business, all that money, all them guns that's getting sold and all that work is going to him from Noma business. So Tariq basically filling a void by coming to him because Noma, she dead. So that's a whole market that's closed down. And remember, he was working on the airlines. Like they had some big stuff in play. So Tariq filling the void by coming to him. And that's kind of like how he came up every time. Every time he got a new plug, he basically had to take somebody out or take somebody's spot for them to need it. Even when he got with Zion, he had to go get the dude Roman locked up so that Zion could need somebody else. Like, so I understand it.
Well, I think we had a good review tonight, even though I am still pretty, sad that this season, because I really did enjoy the original one, and this one I enjoyed all 4 seasons, but I guess some people, it don't matter. There are some shows. I know there's a show out there that some of y'all can think off the top of y'all head and y'all could be like, "Oh my God, why y'all ending this show? Oh my God, I love this show." So that's just how I feel about this show. I know we have to move on. 50 Cent has to do more work. I'm looking forward to, him doing more work. And I'm looking forward to doing reviews with you guys. Young, if you ever want to have us over there to do reviews on any shows that I watch that you watch, please feel free to let me know, because we are big on support here. I know you're not part of the B sector, but we venture out and we do interact with a lot of people on YouTube. It's all about getting out there and networking. So I'm a big believer in networking and supporting people. So if you ever want us to come through your way, all you have to do is let us know, and we can come over there and chill with you. But I am looking forward to see what 50, what he has up his sleeve.
Yeah, I think this is a result of what I was just saying about 50 when he feels slighted or crossed or anything of that nature. That's when he cut all ties, because I don't doubt that they got the money, but 50 say he starts play a lot of games. And then another thing that I just found out, I was watching a video of Brayton. He was talking about how they never got no awards with Power, and they got so many views. Like, they didn't broke records with the views, with the viewership, but they don't get nominated for no awards. He named a bunch of shows like The Bear, a couple shows that people watch that got
the Bear.
maybe
The Bear is a spinoff from Shameless, right?
right, and that joint did 4 million when Power did 10 million. So that's why he was just like 50 feeling that he understand those things. Like, you're not gonna let me win this, they're not gonna let me win that. So he get it. But real
Well,
quick, sis,
Tay,
I want.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
babe. I want to ask you this one thing. Tay said real quick. So was it just me, or did everyone else interpret that Noma killed her husband? I think she killed her husband. Yeah.
well, she definitely killed her husband, because that was Reek Trump card the whole time. That was his card that he was supposed to play, that he never had to play, because basically Anya ripped it out his her mother herself. But yeah, she definitely did that. But what I was about to ask you was, did you watch the Fight Night joint yet?
No, the fight night joint.
Yeah, it's a show out called Fight Night, and I didn't watch it on purpose because I wanted to binge it. Everybody been making reactions. I haven't watched them or none of that, but everybody's saying the shit is awesome for real. It's like Kevin Hart, Taraji P. Henson. There's a few people in it. It's a series.
It's a series called Fight Night.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick. But
I
I
mean,
want.
but what network or what? Or is it a movie or is
Um,
it a series?
it's called Fight Night: The $1 Million Heist, Season 1. Kevin Hart on the cover. I'm gonna send you this link where you can watch it online for real if you want to watch. I'm gonna check it out, and then maybe we can do reviews on that for real, because both it'll be new to both of us.
Yeah, send me the link. Send me the link. And like I said, if you ever want to do reviews on your show, I'll be more than happy to come over and do on your show. If you've been following me, like I know you probably haven't been following me for a long, long time, but most people know I love to support other people. I love to try to help people get to their 1K, get to their monetization, do panels and things like that. I have a lot of people over here who support me, and I try to get back as best as I can. So anytime you want us to bring our crowd over to you, just let me know. Sometimes we can flip flop. A lot of the people I network with, we flip flop. Like, how the girls do over there, the ones you led me to, how they be doing like reviews on their different channels and shit, and they
Right.
just support
Yeah.
each other. Yeah, I'm down with all that. So if you want,
Like earlier, I was on with Brillo and Mo.J, and I was streaming there. I was streaming on their channel, but I had it running on my channel at the same time. I had messed up and couldn't turn it off. But yeah, I like doing that for real, because that's a
And
nice
that's what
way
I was
to.
telling you that one day when you was doing that. I was like, oh my God, did he let them? Because I know one thing with like the sector I'm from, it's a big thing for people to be streaming somebody's shit without permission. Because I'm telling you, people will strike your channel and report you to YouTube real quick. So it's a big deal over here for us to make sure we got permission to even show like
Right.
30 seconds of somebody's show or a couple of minutes. The people in the chat, they can co-sign because it's all B sector people in the chat. But yeah, it's a big thing over here to make sure we show respect to people, and
Right.
instead just taking people content. So that's why I hit you up about that. But you said you had permission. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
was.
asked
Oh,
him today. He thought about you when I asked him. I was like, bro, it's cool if I can stream on my channel. He's like, oh, go ahead, bro. Because I think if everybody look at it like everybody benefiting from it, as long as you're not disrespecting nobody platform for the most part.
exactly, exactly. And like I said, it's people that I know have been having their channels struck all the time. And usually it's because somebody is probably playing something from somebody's channel, but they're also going in on them or dragging them at the same time while playing their content. So that's one thing people gotta look out for as well. But oh hey Taysure, thank you, babe. They said it's on Peacock. Oh damn. So y'all mean I gotta resubscribe to Peacock?
But look,
Okay,
I
let me
sent you that.
resubscribe.
I sent you the link. You might can go ahead and watch it for free.
Okay, bet. Okay, I'll look at that later after
We
I get off of here.
ain't gonna talk about it on here, but yeah, you can. I'm gonna check it out, and then we'll just chop it up and see where we at. But everybody keeps saying it's a damn good show for real, and I really was like, I'm waiting for everything to go off so I can have something to watch. You still there, sis?
Hold on, I'm sorry,
Oh,
I accidentally hit mute. Did you send it to me on IG or did you send it to
yeah,
me?
I sent it to you on IG.
Okay, let me see. Let me
Hold up, it
refresh.
say message failed to send. Let me try it
Yeah, 'cause I
again. It
don't
might have
see it yet. The last one
because
I
I'm
see is
sending.
that Monet Tejada thing you sent me.
Yeah, that's from my phone. Maybe it's
Oh
acting
my
funny on the
god, I'm
computer.
gonna have a memorial service for Monet.
I might have to
I might
send it
have to,
on
I
my
might have
phone.
to make me some desserts for Monet. You know I'm a cake decorator, right?
What?
I'm a personal custom cake decorator.
I like that. That's some slick stuff to me. I seen some slick cakes online. I'd be like, yo, you should do that show. You got a show that you make the cakes like that.
Now I ain't gonna hold you. I don't be doing like all those different cartoon or them real extravagant cakes that cost like $1,000 to make. I'm in the hood. Ain't nobody paying for that shit. So I'm just being honest, but I'll show you a few of my cakes real quick. Hold on, I got them in my thing right here.
Okay. Damn. That's tech. That ain't no hood shit. That's tech.
No, I'm just saying, like some of these cake decorators, they can like make a
Come on
whole like
now. You talking about
make
you
a
don't
cake.
do no cartoons, girl. That is fly right there. These ain't no amateur cakes. What are you talking about?
No, I
These
guess
ain't
what
no.
I'm not literally saying like amateur cakes, but you know, some of these people can make cakes look like a piece of chicken. They can make cakes look
Yeah.
like a Jordan tennis shoe. Like they can, you know what I'm saying? I don't be doing all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. But
Right.
I do a lot of different type of cakes and stuff. People can like send me a picture and I'll like, make whatever they basically want. But yeah, I'm a personal custom cake decorator in my community. I'm one of many, but yeah, I am one of them. But yeah, these are just some of my cake work that I've done over the years. But as far as, and you know who Gabrielle Union is, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you know she's from Omaha.
I did not know that.
Okay, yeah, she's from right here, where I'm from, Omaha, and her family is called the Dozens of Cousins. And I've made cakes for their Christmas parties. I made cakes for their reunions. Here's one of them right here. This is from
Let's see if
2000.
they let me put the link in the chat because it won't let me send it on Instagram for some reason. It keep giving me an X.
Okay, I'll get it from you. I'll get it from you. But yeah, Gabrielle Union, I done made cakes for their reunions and cakes for uh their Christmas parties, and yeah, she's part of the Dozens of Cousins from Omaha. So yeah. But yep, I do a lot of baking, especially around the holidays. Thanksgiving is one of my busiest seasons. And yeah, it keeps me busy. It's something that I like to do. You know, one of my little hobbies that I developed a long time ago. But yeah, a lot of people over here know that about me, but yeah.
I
So
like debate. You're nice like that. You look like a professional to me.
yeah, I'm a professional, but when I'm a professional, trust and believe I'm a professional. But it's like some of those cases that you see on those videos or their TV shows and the YouTubers, they do like those real life type cakes. You know what I'm talking about? I don't do
Yeah.
that because first of all, it's very time consuming. It takes
Right.
days, if not weeks, to make certain
Right.
type of cakes that they be doing. I work a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
do YouTube and other things. So I do like I don't want to say regular cakes, but you know, I do what I can do in my time frame, basically.
Since
But
you got Discord,
no, I'm not on Discord. I have a Discord, but I don't like regularly be on there. But do you have a Discord?
okay. That's where we be kind of like running through ideas, and it'd be like that's where everybody really be chatting at when we not on live or on stream or whatever. I was
And
just
what?
trying to
So you
figure out.
got your own Discord, or are you like part of
Yeah,
somebody else's, or?
yeah, I'm part of a couple of them. I'm gonna make me one once I build my community for real, but it's just
Yeah,
like the same people, bunch of
yeah.
people. It's different ones for real. Like it's cool just to keep. That's where I get like a lot of when I'm watching Power and I want to start talking to people about it, and I can just go in the Discord. Everybody be in there. Sometimes they watching it live, voice chat. It's pretty cool for real.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Just send me the link. Just send me the link.
I sure
But yeah, we're
will.
gonna
I
get
sure
off of
will.
here. But yeah, all the links that you need to send me to the Discord or to that other show, please send it to me. I'll hit you up in the back chat so we can figure out how to get that done. But I do appreciate everybody for joining us tonight for this Power Goes to finale review. I appreciate everybody who liked and shared the videos. And please, I dropped everybody's channels in the chat, so please feel free to hit up Young Champ as well and subscribe to his channel as well, you guys. And I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. All right, Young, I holla.